You've shaved your head, bought a $40 mic for your alpha male podcast, and now you're yelling about masculinity from your stepdad's basement while Tate quotes blast from your phone like they're gospel. You could have picked a path of therapy, community, or literally just going outside, but you didn't. You chose Andrew Tate. You chose Hustlers University. And now you're 16, going on 60, full of rage, broke, and explaining on TikTok why women are the real problem. This is your intervention. This is why it absolutely, painfully, hilariously sucks to be an Andrew Tate fan. You tell people you're grinding, that you're on your self made billionaire arc. In reality, you paid $49.99 a month for the privilege of being scammed by a bald man in a robe. Hustlers University didn't teach you how to get rich. It taught you how to repost Tate clips for free marketing, a glorified MLM with better lighting. You're not stacking cash. You're stacking screenshots of your favorite quotes like they're Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You're the unpaid intern of an ego cult. Still convinced you're escaping the Matrix? Bro, you're uploading yourself into it. You walk around like a lion, chest out, chin high. You tell yourself emotions are weakness, women are the enemy, and everyone who disagrees is a bot. But then your screen time hits 11 hours and you're crying in a Discord server because your girl left you for a guy who reads. You're not stoic. You're emotionally constipated. You talk like a war general, but fold the second someone says, "You good, bro?" You're cosplaying confidence. You're renting masculinity from a man who live streams in silk pajamas. And every time you tweet something like, "Men shouldn't cry," we all know you typed it with tears running down your jawline like a shampoo commercial. Yeah, you lift. You bench. You hit leg day sometimes. But here's the truth. You didn't go to the gym to be healthy. You went to try to beat your abandonment issues with dumbbells. You thought muscle would fix you. You thought if you got shredded enough, people would stop laughing. They didn't. Because no matter how big your biceps get, they can't carry the weight of all those unhealed father wounds. You don't need creatine, you need closure. Still with me? Good. If you've already thrown your phone across the room, hit like and subscribe with whatever finger's still functional. We drop videos that hit harder than your squat PR and with way fewer delusions. Let's keep going. Let's be real. You don't have opinions. You have Andrew Tate quotes. Someone asks you what you think about relationships, and you just repeat his podcast like a broken soundboard. She has to submit. Hypergamy is real. Women should cook, clean, and never speak unless spoken to. You think you're being deep, you're being diagnosable, you're not top G, you're top NPC. Every conversation is just Control plus C from Tate's Instagram feed. At this point, you're not dating women, you're trying to audition for a position in The Handmaid's Tale. Let's cut the noise. All this talk about how women are manipulative, disloyal, or low value isn't philosophy, it's projection. You got curved, rejected, ignored, ghosted, and instead of leveling up, you logged into YouTube and searched why women suck. Now you're convinced the whole gender is evil just because one girl in 10th grade said she liked your friend better. You're not enlightened. You're bitter. You think women are the enemy. They think you're a walking ick. And every time you try to explain female nature on TikTok, someone somewhere swipes left just to avoid ever matching with you by accident. Every post is know your worth, king. Never chase, only attract. Be high value. Cool, so what's your job? Crickets, you spend all day talking about being the prize but can't afford Uber Eats without splitting it with your boy. You call other dudes simps for being in love, while you're emotionally married to a 37-year-old ex-kickboxer in a bathrobe. You worship a man who calls women property, but you can't even afford rent. You're not a king. You're a court jester in a one-man kingdom with no furniture. Tate gets banned from platforms, and then you cheer like it's a championship. He's too real for the Matrix. They're scared of his truth. No, brother. He got banned because he kept saying insane things about women, like he was trying to win Misogynist of the Year. You think censorship makes him powerful, but if your hero's entire appeal is he says the stuff no one else can say, maybe there's a reason no one else is saying it. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from being called out, especially when your truth is just thinly veiled trauma wrapped in protein powder and daddy issues. Let's be real. Every time there's a new charge, a new court date, a new accusation, your soul dies a little. You start posting less. You get quiet in the group chat. You delete a few TikToks just in case the feds scroll. Because deep down, you know your role model might just be a villain, not in a cool comic book way, in a witness protection way. And if that hammer drops for real, you're gonna pretend you never followed him. You'll be on Instagram like, Tate? Who? I've been on my own journey, bro. I'm different. Yeah, sure you are. If this video hurt your feelings, good. That's the first sign you're still human. So do something about it. Hit subscribe, drop a comment, or scream into a protein shake. Whatever works. We don't roast to hate, we roast to wake people up. Let's wrap it up. Here's the saddest part. You didn't start off this way. You just wanted answers. Direction, confidence, brotherhood. But instead of finding purpose, you found a personality cult. Instead of growing, you started copying. Instead of building something real, you built a highlight reel of rage, ego, and delusion. You wanted to be a better man. But now you just sound like a worse version of someone else. You're not Tate, you're not rich, you're not respected, you're not feared. You're just online too much, and no amount of cigars, sit-ups, or quotes will change the fact that your whole identity is built on a man who might not even believe half the stuff he says. So, yeah, it sucks to be an Andrew Tate fan, because the deeper you go, the less of yourself is left.